Minnesota Vikings, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end you doesn't happen without you, and we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. Doesn't it just seem, especially with these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs, compete for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but the tight end, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. But regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick.
First carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. On third down, Prescott. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Fourth down, the veteran Ryan Anger on a punt for Dallas. Brandon Powell returns for the Vikings. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number out of USC. It's Sam Darnold.
And this is the opportunity Sam Darnold's been working for. To resurrect his career after some struggles early on in New York. He's had a bit of a mixed bag, but there is no mistaking the physical talent, the arm strength, the ability to play quarterback at a high level. He has it all. There's a reason he was drafted where he was, Mike, and I think Minnesota has themselves a sleeper here at the quarterback position.
He connects with Jordan Addison. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's going to tuck it and go. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down in the ground.
And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. A little closer. Here's second and goal. Again, it'll be Jones. And that big offensive block. Clearing space. He's in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Dak can throw it here on 1st down. He'll tuck it and take off. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down. Shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. In motion, Lamb. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. The open man is Tolbert.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. 3rd down, 3 to go. Prescott. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Dak. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. They'll run with Dowdle. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. That is caught, and he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. Auburn's kick is good, and the Cowboys are on the board. It's 7-3. To return, it's Brandon Powell. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. In motion, it's Jefferson. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, it's the Vikings with the edge. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. They face second down and 7. On the draw, here's Jones. And this will wind up a Vikings first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now Darnold. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. To throw is Darnold. That one incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? Perfectly timed blitz, and he just gets to the quarterback a fraction of a second too late. The ball comes out of his hand kind of funny as a result of the hit, and I'm not even exactly sure if the guy who caught it was his intended target.
They'll look to pick up the pace. Getting the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And this one will not work. He goes out of bounds. They're going to drop 4 on that one.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker. Inside the 40. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Dallas. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cowboys are on top. It's now 10-7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Howell now to bring it back. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Darnold. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright's a punt for Minnesota. Devontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that ball. Whoa! So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down as we hit 2-minute warning here in this first half. 2nd down and 3. The throw is Dak. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Throwing is Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To the air again. Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Again, Prescott to the air. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Cowboys. Prescott again. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. In motion, Lamb. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, but he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. Play fake to Jones, and now Darnold. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Cowboys are in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter is set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. This offense moving quickly, and they'll try to get set. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And this is going to work out. He's got it. The first down at the 38-yard line. They'll power ahead with Ham, the fullback. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. Darnold to throw. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. Jerron Bland. Good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. The Cowboys offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Back to the sideline and intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out? and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession.
The Vikings offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Here's Darnold. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. A run with the fullback hand. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Cooks going in motion. Prescott on 1st down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Prescott. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Vikings offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jones now on 1st and 10. And they'll take this down inside with 35. Need to score. They're going to need to speed up as they get to the line here. They'll go back to Jones on 1st down. He'll be stopped just a short gain down to the 30. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's going to keep it himself. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
A big loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
They'll go play action with Darnold. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. This one is hooking, and he missed it. No good, wide to the left. And the deficit will stay right where it is.
Well, no excuses here, Mike. This is pretty clear. He just flat out pulled it and winds up missing it wide left.
Off he goes. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. Down to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw is Prescott. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. To throw is Dak. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Howell now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing, Darnold. Now a loose football. The Cowboys have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
Now here's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And waiting, no signal. He did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let one fly for Addison. Big opening up the middle. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back. And it's not going to be easy.
In need of a recovery and a quick field goal, here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets to go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
To a knee goes Prescott, and that should do it. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. 3rd and long. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. But they come away with a hard-fought victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Minneapolis.